What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, RedoptionAgency.com, 23 years, selling full-time on eBay. And let me tell you something. We're going on day 3 of eBay working properly. Don't ask me. All right, so we're at 4 p.m. And we're going to see what our top selling items for the week were. We're going to see how much money we made for the week, and we're going to go through all those weekly thingy bobbers. I didn't have much to ship this morning that needed to go out, so I did not do a shipping video, so I thought I'd bring you a late day update. And that's what I'm doing right now. So let's break it on down. So yesterday, second $1,100 day in a row. Biggity bam, yo. How many times in the past year have I been saying my normal day should be $1,100 to $1,200? So to have two $1,100 days in a row has been very biggity bam. Today we were at 4 o'clock. On the big account, $556 already at 4 p.m. And on the small new store, clothing store, we're at $101. So we're already at 600. Is that right? That's right. $657 by 4 o'clock. Let me see if there's any international to add on to that. No, I'm doing today. And we're going to hit the generate. That should be the 555.83. Then we're going to hit that. Biggity bam. And no international from the international eBay sites today. Wah, wah, wah. We're already at 50 items sold. So it feels nice to feel vindicated, if you will. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very nice. Very nice. Thankfully, eBay has been cooking all night long. We're just having nice, consistent sales. Look at that. You can see where it went down and then it started heading back up. That's what we call a chart, and it's like a flow chart, and it flows down and it flows up, and hopefully we can keep going up. Just listed not a bunch of stuff, but listed some stuff today. We'll get into all that. We'll take a look at what listed, what sold, and we'll take a look at the top 5 over here. So what did I just list? Stuff I took pictures of yesterday and didn't get listed. Some t-shirts, Christmas sweatshirt, more t-shirts, an older McDonald's long sleeve employee shirt. Pretty distressed out, but I figured somebody might like it for reminiscing on their day. Maybe Kamala would like to buy that so she can reminisce on her days working at McDonald's. If she really did. Got a little In-N-Out burger after that. Another Panic at the Disco. Ooh, my last one sold pretty quick. And then I sold another one on Posh with Panic at the Disco. So I was curious to see if this one's going to stick around very long. So that was just listed. So we'll see how long that lasts. Will it make it through the weekend? Because Panic at the Disco seems to be hot right now. I'm not sure why. I never really even listened to their music, so I don't know what they sound like. Do they just put out an album? I don't know. I don't keep up on them. I don't even know what kind of music they sound like. Aaron Weber, have no idea who that is. We got some Cardinals. We got some NASCAR. Got some of the souvenir style shirts that I like. Pigeon River. A little Gatorade Zero Fruit Punch. Got little Rams. Macbeth Scrambles footwear. Never heard of that. A little San Juan, a little Anchor, Life is Good, a little baby girl. Hi. Oop. And I just got a offer on this account. And guess what it's for? The McDonald's employee shirt. I'm not making this up. Review offer. They're offering me $15. Accepted it is. There it is. I figured it wouldn't last too long. So there it is. It is now sold. Kick back up here. Your item is for sale. Oh, I guess it's stuck in that. It'll be sold once they pay. So I accepted the offer. Why'd they offer $15 when it's $14.99? I didn't even notice that. So is this going to be somebody who's not going to pay then? They got 12 feedback. They offered 15. They're probably going to be like, I wanted free shipping. That's why I offered 15. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. All right. Where were we? We got some vintage sweaters coming up here. Some Claiborne and some Nautica. So pretty cool colorways if you ask me. Like if I was going to wear sweaters, I'd wear these two. There's just something about it. These I would definitely wear. I like them. But I'm not a sweater guy at all. I'm not a heavy anything heavy clothing I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of hoodies and jackets and sweaters, and even my long sleeve shirts have got to be like light t-shirts or those light thermal shirts. Metal Militia with a broken zipper. We got this cool women's Tommy Hilfiger sleeveless sweater. Thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, that shouldn't last too long. Nice little vintage River Run sweatshirt there. Bellicinas, Red Hawk. This cool Golden State Warriors reversible jacket. Found out at the bins the last time I went. Somebody threw it back right in front of me. And it was one of the kids who sell clothing. And as soon as I saw that back, I'm snatch. I'm like, hell yeah. And I looked at it. I'm like, there's got to be something wrong with it. Zipper work, no holes. I'm like, all right, I'm taking this puppy. Mad taking that dog. That's what I'm saying, yo. All right. Let's see what's sold. Mad dog. Excuse me. Got another purse that's sold. So it's good to see my purse is starting to move since I moved them over here and to Posh. So that's a good thing. A little Mizzou t-shirt, some Bourne sandals, even scarves I moved over here. I moved ties over here also. So when I sell a tie, then I'm going to be stoked because I've had ties sitting in my store, the big store, forever and never sold. I don't think one. If there was, it was like at one of the Novit. Like a cartoon. What's the word? Why can't I say the word I'm thinking of? Not nautical. Novital. I hate when my mind does this. Oh, it'll come to me. Selling some more of the kitchen home goodware stuffy thingies that I got. Novelty. God, daggone, what's wrong with you and your brain? You're only 53 years old. You shouldn't be slipping this bad. I know. This cool Disney Neff hoodie hung around longer than I thought it would because it was a pretty cool hoodie. Like if I was going to wear hoodies, I'd wear that hoodie, but that hoodie's too small and I don't wear hoodies. And sold for full asking price of $18.39. Got this little tote bag for hunting. Got this Deadpool sock collection. So that sold for full price also. Of course, Christmas stuff starting to move. Got some Sperry's right there. Even clothing that I moved over that was old that I don't even have measurements on are selling. So good to see that. So there we go. I have not heard of Cha-Ching yet, so they have not paid. All right, let's see what our top stuff for the week and what we did up for the week over here on the news store. The news store. I might eventually change the name of the store. It was like a quick pick. Like I might try to bring my Brick Alley Cat name back. I think I still got an account called that, so I might have to switch that name before I can switch it or something. I'm not sure. Or maybe I'll just come up with something totally different. So we are going custom. And we are going 25th through 31st. Boom. So for the last 7 days, $1,094, down 8.7%. A lot of that was the boots last week, or was that the week before? I'm not sure. The boots could have been the cause of that the week before that. So that was $400 on their own. So that could be why. But still, I've listed everything over here now. Let's see those numbers go up. 41% selling cost. I like that. I was hoping to be closer to 35, but hey, it'll be what it is. Net sales $582, but that's only down 6%. So there we go. 49 items sold for the week at $22.34 is the average price. So top 5 items. Number 5, we got men's socks at $49.67. That would probably include those. No, the Deadpools. Did the Deadpools sold last night? Yeah, I think last night because I had to ship them this morning. So that probably includes the Deadpool. Number 4, NHL items at $63.18. Number 3, women's tops. So blouses, basically. Well, I guess the t-shirts are included in the tops also. $77.08 on there. The men's hoodies, number 2, $111.65. And number 1, of course, men's t-shirts, $273. So the top 2 are coming out the way that I kind of predicted they would be. T-shirts will probably always be number 1 unless I sell some crazy, over the top jacket or something like that for $300 or $400, kind of like boots were last week. And then hoodies number 2. So I got lots of hoodies and I like grabbing hoodies. So those will probably be always running, given the top 2 the run. Honorable mention, I have no clue whatsoever. So it's just going to be a total guess. And I'm going to have to say, I'm just going to say purses since I only had 2 purses. So, jackets. Women's jeans. I was thinking jeans, but I would have probably said men's, but women's jeans. There we go. All right. So that's what's going on over here. So not bad. $1,100 week over here. Not bad for a new store. And I just want to say, I get a lot of comments on Facebook and such, people saying, I got 8,000 items in my store and I've got no sales, right? Like, ever since I started this store, I've had less than 10 days without any sales. What are you doing different than me, right? Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything you're doing different? And if not, then we could probably point to eBay issues as the problem, right? But I promote at 13%, so I promote higher than probably most people. But that's just a move product, And as long as you know your numbers and it won't put you out of business, do what you got to do to move product. Let's go to the big store. So 25th through Halloween with all the international sites. Biggity bam. Let's get it on. $4,632 plus the $1,100. So kind of a low week compared to, I want to get $7,000 close to that every week. And I knew it wasn't going to happen because of all the site issues. So I'm thankful the last 3 days have been beautiful. The last 3 days have been better than they were before the downfall. So I think a few videos ago, I said something about, I guess sometimes you got to take a step back in order to take 2 steps forward. And as of right now, that's kind of what it's felt like. Took a step back for a good week plus. And now for the last 3 days, we took a nice giant leap forward. So that's up 6.3% from last week. So that's good to see. Under 50% selling costs, which is what I want to try to keep on this channel, on this store, which may be hard being that I moved all my clothes over. But so it's been about a half a week, I would guess, since I moved all my clothes over. So I'll be curious to see next week what that number will be. Another thing that will keep that number low is more bulk buying. Somebody coming in buying my buy 2 get 2 free. So keeping that selling cost down below 50 is the ultimate goal. Net sales $2,013. even though, oh wait, no, I was going to say even though I'm down, I'm not down on this, I was down on the other one. But that is up 6.1%. So didn't hit my 500 items sold for the week. 386 items. That's up 11.9 from the last week. So hopefully we'll start seeing those numbers climb again. My main mind frame. That's why I was trying to have a hard time saying it together. My main mind frame going forward is to try to get the 4,000 pieces that I moved over back into the store, so I can keep that quantity sold up near 500. That's going to be the hats. So hopefully that will do that. Average sale price per item $12. That's down 5%. So we're going to go into our repeat buyers are up 60% at 8 this week. So that's good to see. And I did send out some of my my coupons to my past customers and the followers on the stores this morning. So hopefully that'll get some traffic for the weekend. Top 5, which is probably always going to be media and hats. So number 5, DVDs and Blu-rays, $281. That's up almost 53%. Music cassettes at number 4, $355.62. And one day I'm just going to have to pile on cassettes because I've got so many cassettes waiting to go up. Number 3, vinyl records, $590, up 62.5%. And again, I've got tons of vinyl waiting to go up. Some still from that yard sale find, and then some of the past 3 or 4 trips to the Goodwill bins. And then also I had ended up buying a stack of 75 45 records off of eBay because somebody put them up for $7. I'm like, 10 cents a piece? Done. And so I haven't even looked through them to see what's in them yet. So, but they said they're all in very good, at least very good condition, if not better. So I haven't even looked to see. It's probably all just common stuff, but it'll go into my store with a $3.99 price point, buy 2, get 2 free. And at 10 cents a piece, that's what I shoot for all my media when I go to buy it. So 10 cents is the sweet spot I like to be at, and has been for the whole 23 years, actually. Number 2, men's hats, $800. That's down 0.1%, so almost even Steven on the hats from last week. So hopefully we can get that number up and get it back up to the $1,000 a week mark. But it always drops a little bit in the winter time, fall and winter. So nothing outrageous there. And number 1, again, music CD is $1,535, up 10.2%. And I'm starting running low on CDs here. So I might have to make a trip to a storage locker and pick some up. Honorable mention over here. What are we going to go with? We're going to go with some sports, or are we going to go with something odd? Let's go with Major League Baseball, World Series. I sold a couple of Dodger things. It is, yay! Major League Baseball. That's called knowing your stuff, right? Paying attention to your business. Even though I failed on the last one. But I've been right more times than wrong. But $110, up 207%. So the World Series, I think, this past week has kind of kicked that stuff off. Those numbers will probably start going down now since it's not season. And my NHL items might start moving up here shortly. A lot of people don't get into the NHL season until the MLB is done and over with. So at least that's the way St. Louis works, because Cardinals are usually in the playoff run for more times than not. So in St. Louis, it's a big thing. Like, a lot of people don't pay attention to hockey until Cardinals end. People who are split, just like one or the other. But I'm just all Blues, only Blues. So that's me. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, going good, going strong for the last 3 days. It's been a beautiful feeling. Yesterday, even though, I only pulled $651 here, pulled some international orders, and it was the bigger day over here. So one of the bigger days in the past 31 days. That looks like the third biggest day, $277. So you add that on to this, plus the few internationals I had yesterday, and put me right up. I think both days are like $21.87 or something. So it's really close to $2,200 for these 2 days. So almost $1,100 per day, basically, rounded. So we'll see what today ends at, $556. And you know, I like to have 5 by 5. So I'm already at 650 by 5 before 5. And so definitely a positive plus plus there. Let's see what's been selling over here. Da, 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 da. I kind of learned something. Even though I've got free returns, somebody who left me a negative, after they opened a return, they left a negative, and I go, fine, I'll just refund them so it'll be taken off. And it didn't take it off. So I sent in the thing, automatic, said, hey, I got free returns. This person left a negative. The return's been closed. And they wouldn't remove it. And it's international. So I'm wondering if international has a different rule set than eBay US. And maybe that's why they didn't remove it. I'm not sure. But it was a free return. They opened it. I gave them a refund, and the negative's still there. And it was a nice hat, and they're complaining it wasn't a nice hat. I'm like, phew. So it's one of those that, you know, if I made a mistake, fine, I'll eat it, no big deal. But when it's like you feel like they were trying to get something for free, I hate those. And the last few have been that way. Seems like, you know, a lot of people saying there's a lot more people trying to cheat the system out there, and it's starting to feel that way for me. But you know, I got low dollar items, so I don't get as much of the swindlers as probably people who sell more popular or higher priced items. Most of my stuff is going to probably an older clientele anyway, so it may be just an ease the seat back kind of clientele. They're not out to skim anybody off of anything. So my number is dropping over here from 55, we're down to 53, which don't surprise me with this past week and a half or so of issues. So hopefully we'll get that number back up climbing soon. Florida State, we got some Christmas ornaments. I'm trying with the Christmas ornaments kind of like the way I did with the vintage photos. And I'm okay with the way the vintage photos have turned out so far. I think I sold another one this week. But just putting up all kinds of just ornaments at $9.99 with the 30% off, buy two, get two free, and see if I can stem something with just grabbing what looks like common little ornaments at the bins. And if I can try to grow that into something like the hats. And I got a comment earlier today, and I've gotten it before, where people say, well, you don't have a business. What you do is not a business because it needs you to run. And what I like to say to that is, no, what I've built is built on systems, and it doesn't need me to run. Somebody could come in here, go to the bins. Well, first off, somebody can come in here and just pull from the 5 storage areas that I've built up over the past 23 years. That alone can take me out of the equation, and somebody can still do what needs to be done to make a good income on this business. But even if they didn't say they get through that, okay, what do they do now? Well, just go grab all the hats. Just go grab all the t-shirts that have something to do with souvenir or cartoons. You know, grab all the media. Boom, boom, boom. No rhyme, no reason, no thought. You just do. And that's the way I kind of built this business, so that if one of the boys wanted to keep it going after I'm gone, they can. Or if they just want to let it sell and ship every other day or so and just collect the money, then they can do that also. But yeah, and you know, the way I built it, this business has what do you call it? Has worth. It's got so much inventory that is worth much more than, you know, the selling price is worth much more than the debt of the business, because there is no debt on the business. So there's value to the company, if you will. So when people say you don't have a business because it can't run without you, it can, and I built it that way. And ornaments is another way I'm going to try to build that next line of items that you could just go grab and not even think about. So we'll see if I can get that one done. Did it with music, did it with hats, did it with t-shirts. Trying to do it with vintage pictures. Can I do it with ornaments also? So That's building systems that you don't even have to think. You just do it. Like I could hire a person to do hats if I wanted to. I could hire a person just to do media if I wanted to. I could hire a person just to do clothes if I wanted to. And they would all be self-sufficient within themselves, and there wouldn't be no thought to the process. So that is how you go from just a reseller to a business. You create systems that are no thought and can be duplicated by anybody, anywhere, and somebody can come in and run it if you're not there. So that's the difference there. So we got some CDs, DVDs, 8 tracks. Amboy Duke sold for 20. Cardinals hat, AC Delco, Pink Floyd cassette. Got some more Christmas ornaments, so I'll have to show Jan when she gets home her Christmas items that are selling. It's good to see. Christmas stuff is definitely picking up, and my mouth is dry from talking so much. Got some 8 tracks here. Looks like maybe some buy two get twos probably. So there we go there. Some more cassettes. Vinyl record, a local CD, Sarah Cloud, for $18. I probably got many more of those in storage. Let's see. Michael Jackson, Chili Peppers, Better Than Ezra promo single. You know I like the promo singles. Cher, Del Shannon, Gene Pitney, Billboard 70s. A Blu-ray lot, buy two get two on those. Backstreet Boys, even a VHS tape, which went to Australia. So I didn't expect that. Annihilator CD, Jeopardy game. Boom, boom, more hats, CDs, cassettes, CDs. Some of these were the end and sell similar yesterday. You can see they sold July 26th, September 8th. So those were end and sell similars. There's a cassette lot, buy two get two. Some vinyl, more vinyl there. Pink Floyd, Peddler's Jamboree. Those kids song DVDs that I got at that church sale this past summer, still selling those. Here's the photo I saw yesterday. Actually, it went to somebody in Washington, Missouri. So that's kind of cool. Going back home. Some of Jan's Christmas. VHS tape again. Another Christmas pail. So yep, we are cruising right along. Some vinyl, buy two get two. Cruising right along. And that is all for me. If you saw my post this morning on the Facebook or the community on this, I also went ahead and decided to make a video for it. Whoops, not on the Pimp Master of Stuff, but on Jamesism Edge of Reality. And so I got the Escape the System video I listed. So if you want to check that out, also subscribe to that channel if you don't mind. See if we can get this one monetized also. Because with this one, I would like to really do something special with it. Like if I can grow this channel and get it monetized, I would like. I just want to help people in maybe weird or different ways that other people are not doing it. So I'm gonna try just putting all different kinds of stuff on this channel to involve life, if you will, and see if we can get enough people who resonate with it or entertained by it, if you will. So no rules on that channel. So we'll see what we can do with that. And that is all for me. Love this, very motivational. Thank you. That was probably on that thing that I wrote that is now a video also. I got to turn my receiver back on because it went black on me since there's no noise coming through it. I got to get that all switched over. I want to get a another computer. So that might be a few more months on that. Let's see. So there we are. So that's it for me. I am getting back to work, getting some more stuff listed, and make some more money. Keep this ball rolling since the sales are coming in. So thanks everybody for hanging out, and hope you guys have a good weekend. And I'll see you all in the next video. Later.